Morning student. Today we are going to start our second chapter, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance. So student, in the name of this chapter, electrostatic potential, first of all we will discuss these things and then step by step we will proceed further. So what we have to study in this case, in this chapter, what we have to study? We have to study about the line integral of electric field, electric potential and potential difference, electric potential due to a single point charge. So first of all we will discuss these 3 points in this lecture and then we will proceed further. So let us begin the first point here. So here you can see the line integral, the line integral of an electric field represents the work done by the electric field on a unit positive charge in moving it from one point to another point in electric field. So let us have about this concept. Now in this figure you see I have taken a unit positive charge. I will take as a q, that is small test charge q0, and I will use that one test charge to move from point A to point B. Now suppose it is moving from point A to B. It is moving from point A to B. So one thing is there, whenever you are considering the positive unit positive charge, or you can say test charge, since that test charge is having the, you can say, plus q0, or test charge we are considering as a positive test charge. So this source charge is also positive, this charge test charge is also positive test charge. So ultimately you can say there will be a repulsive force. So if you keep this test charge in this field of this test, in this source charge, then the source charge will apply the force on the test charge, which will be a repulsive force, and it will try to move that test charge away from the source charge. Now what you have to do, if you wish to move the test charge, if you wish to move the test charge in the field of the source charge from point A to B, so you have to do the work done against the repulsive force of this source charge. So it is given here, the work done by the electric field on the unit positive charge moving from one point to another point in the electric field. You know the electric field lines of this positive source charge, that is radially outward, and therefore if you want to move the test charge in such a field, then you have to do the work done. So now you see here the force applied, the force is given by F is equal to Q naught into E, electric field E. So that is the force on this test charge, okay, and that is outward direction. Now if this this test charge q0 is moving outward, radially outward, you can say, so it should not be get accelerated, or if you want to prevent the acceleration, you have to apply the equivalent opposite force, that is minus q0 into E. What is the meaning of this one? Suppose now if you want to move this test charge, okay, if you are having the test charge q0, positive test charge, and the source charge is here, and it is moving, or it will apply a repulsive force. But if you want to keep this test charge in this field itself, then, and also you want to move from A to B, you can say, so that time this should not be get accelerated. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि ये जो टेस्ट चार्ज है, ये टेस्ट चार्ज सोर्स चार्ज की वजह से वहाँ पे एक्सेलरेट, और यू कैन से इट विल नॉट मूव अवे फ्रॉम द सोर्स चार्ज. आपको वहाँ पे उसको होल्ड करके रखना है, इसीलिए होल्ड ना ही होल्ड, आपको वहाँ पे इस टेस्ट चार्ज को एक पॉइंट से दूसरी पॉइंट पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जो होती है सोर्स चार्ज की, उस फील्ड में आपको उसको मूव करना है. इफ़ यू वांट टू मूव द टेस्ट चार्ज in the field of source charge, the field is radially outward, therefore the force is, you can say, going to apply on the test charge, and you have to move this test charge in that particular field. So you have to do the work done which is equal and opposite of this force, that is nothing but this much force you have to apply, and so that you can move in this electric field of this source charge. That is the meaning. So if you want to move this one, suppose A to B if you want to move, and if you will move for a very small distance, you can say very small part, so the work done to move from this small portion is dW. And if you want to move the test charge from A to B, then you have to take the total work done. So here I have taken the total work done to move the test charge from point A to B. So it is an integral of dW, that means total integral of that particular path. So you can say that is integral from A to B E dot dl, and here the negative sign is there. Here the negative sign is there. So here the negative integral of electric field represents the work done by the electric field on a unit positive charge in moving it from one point to another point in an electric field, and that is given by this formula. The same formula I have used here. Now, what is the electric field? You know the formula for the electric field: 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q, that is Q into Q naught upon R. Okay, so that formula now will be converted into in this form, that is total work done to move from point A to B is given by Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA. So how you got this formula? So it is very simple. Let us discuss about these things now. Now, if you want to derive this formula, suppose the electric field which you are considering, so that electric field for the source charge, and initially the electric field or electric potential, you can say, if you want to find the work done here, okay, you have to find the work done here, then you will get the final formula as work done work done is equal to Q into Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught into bracket 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA. Very shortly we will derive this formula of this work done, and now we will use for the formula, that is total work done. Same formula I am going to consider here. So work done from A to B is equal to total integral of dW, negative integral of electric field E dot dl. So you will get this final formula: Q into Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught into bracket 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA. What this equation represent? The equation shows that the work done in moving a test charge Q0 from one point to another point, from point A to point B, along any path AB in an electric field due to positive charge depends only on the position of these points and the independent of this actual path. Therefore, which is followed by the path, or which is in between the points A and B. So that is, the line integral of electric field is independent of its path. Therefore, the electric field is conservative in field. Conservative nature you have studied in class 11th. Okay. So if you want to take any object in a gravitational field, then if you move the object in different path, but finally it is dependent only on the initial and final position. It is independent of the path through which the object is going to move. The same thing or same concept is in the electric field also, as that of the gravitational field. Same concept is in electric field also. The line integral of electric field over a closed path is 0. This is the another condition satisfied by the conservative field. Already in the 11th class you have studied that closed integral over A dot B. That means the path, if you are moving from here from A to B, here to A to B, and here from B to A. So total path you can say, that is closed integral over E dot dl is equal to 0. This is another important equation. Line integral of only static electric field is independent of the path followed. However, the integral of the field due to moving charge is not independent of the path, because the field varies with time. This is the important note that you have to keep it in mind. So these are the things which are related with, you can say, our main concept of the line integral of the electric field. Now, electric potential. You can see here the electric potential is a physical quantity. is a physical quantity which determines the flow of charge from one body to another. It is a physical quantity that determines the degree of acceleration, degree of electrification of the body. Electric potential is a point in the electric field, is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point against the electrostatic force irrespective of the path followed. Again, I am using the same formula which I have derived in the line integral, that is work done from A to B, from integral from A to B E dot dl, and this is the negative integral. So here you will get Q upon Q naught 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA. Or you can write this one, so transfer this Q0 to this side, so you will get work done upon Q0 or Q naught, that is nothing but your test charge, is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA, according to the given condition. As we have considered here, the point test charge is going to move from infinity to that particular location. So RA is infinity and RB is equal to R. So by putting this value in this equation, we will get here work done from infinity to A, because point A you are considering as infinity. So infinity to that particular point B, that means A point you are considering here at infinity, and point B is here in the field of, you can say, this charge Q. So you are going to move from A to B. Okay, so A is at infinity, so I have kept here from work done from infinity to point B. That point B is in the field of this source charge. So you will get a final formula, that is work done from infinity to B upon Q naught, that is test charge, is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into R, or you can say 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R, and this is nothing but the electric potential, that is V, or simply we can write V is equal to work done to move a test charge from infinity to the point B, which is in the field of the source charge, upon test charge. That is the formula for the electric potential. The SI unit of electric potential, is Volt or Joule per Coulomb or Newton meter per Coulomb. Electric field at a point is 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from infinity to that point in the electric field. So these are the things you have to keep it in mind. So next one is electric potential difference. Okay, electric potential difference. So electric potential difference between any 2 points in electric field is defined as the work done in moving without any acceleration a unit positive charge from one point to another point against the electrostatic force irrespective of the path followed. Again the same thing is same formula I am using here, that is work done from A to B, negative integral of E dot dl from integral from A to B, that is Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA, or you can write here work done from A to B upon Q naught is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into bracket 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA, or you can say work done from A to B upon Q naught is equal to 1 Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 upon RB minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon RA. That is nothing but the potential difference between the point A and B. So ultimately you can write the potential difference between the point A and B, VB minus VA is equal to delta V is equal to work done to move a test charge from point A to B in an electric field of the source charge divided by test charge. So these are the things. Electric potentials are potential difference. Electric potential and potential difference is a scalar quantity. Electric potential at infinity is 0. Electric potential near an isolated positive charge, that is positive charge, and that near an isolated negative charge is negative. CGS unit of electric potential is stat volt, or 1 stat volt is equal to 1 erg per stat coulomb. These are the points which you have to remember about, you can say, electric potential difference. Now electric potential due to a single point charge. Now dear student, you will come to know the formula which we have used in the previous you can say the slides. So electric potential Now let us discuss about the electric field and electric potential. So let us go to the point of gravitational field. And whenever you are holding the object in the gravitational field, then you can say that is nothing but the gravitational potential energy. Okay, so first of all we will see as the gravitational potential energy. Similarly here electric potential and electric potential, you can say electric potential energy or electric potential difference is also there. Now first of all we will discuss about electric potential. What is the meaning of this potential? Potential means, let us correlate this problem. In a classroom, suppose any student or one student is there who is having, generally the teacher used to tell that this boy is having very good potential, or he may get more than 90% marks. That means, that indicates that the student is bright, and also if he study hard, then he can score a mark which is more than 90%. That means that is the potential of the student. But it doesn't mean that without doing the work done or without doing the study, he will score the 90% marks. Similarly, you have to locate the point in a field of the source charge. Then at different points in that particular field, if you brought the test charge, then that test charge will have the different potential in that electric field. Therefore, you can say that different electric potentials are there. I think you might have understood these particular things now. So let us see here. You have considered a test charge, that is plus Q, and this charge is having its electric field radially outward. So in that field, suppose if you want to bring a positive charge or test charge, here you can say plus Q0 is a test charge. If you want to move from point A to B, first of all we will consider the point A to B, okay, and then we will go for infinity to that particular point. So if you want to move this charge from A to B in the field of this source charge, then what you will do here? What you have to do here? Very simple thing. Suppose, let me explain you this concept. Suppose this test charge you are having, the test charge you are having plus Q0 is a test charge, and here the source charge is Q at this point O. Now this field is having, you can say this charge is having its field radially outward like this. This is the radially outward electric field of this test charge in all the directions. Now if you want to move this test charge from these 2 points, okay, suppose this point A and this point B, okay, suppose this point Q, that means from A to B if you are moving, and this point A is at a distance of x from the source charge, and B is at a distance r. Now if you want to take this test charge from A to B, or you can say from infinity to point B. So first of all, that means you have to locate this test charge in the field of this source charge at point B. So what you have to do here? You have taken this test charge on this track from A to B initially, suppose. Now as you know formula for the electric field for this single source charge, that is E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. That is the formula for the electric field, which is inversely proportional to R square. Now dear student, if you move this test charge from A to B, let me consider that the small displacement from A to B, okay, work done from A to B, you have to, now see, if you want to move this test charge in this particular direction, already both the charges are positive, therefore you can say there will be a repulsive force. So you have to do the work done against this repulsive force. So if you are applying the force and you are moving the test charge from point A to B, okay, now you are doing the work done against the repulsive force. Actually the force is in this direction, but if you are moving in particular direction. So suppose that displacement is dx, small displacement I will take to move a charge from A to B, that is dx, and work done to move that test charge will be from A to B, will be work done from, you can say work done W is equal to from A to B, we have to calculate. Now what is the formula for the work done? Formula for the work done is, what is the formula for work done? That work done, small work done dW is equal to force into displacement, and displacement we are taking as dx, small displacement we can take, and then we will integrate this one. Total integration we will take the total work done, okay, from A to B, or you can take from infinity to the point B, which is at a distance of r. So now let us proceed further. See work done, small work done is equal to F into dx. So now here small work done W is equal to, we can get here the work done is in the opposite direction, so I can write here minus F into dx, because you are moving in this particular direction and the force on the test charge is in this particular direction. Okay, so this is the small work done. So I can write here, this negative sign indicates that you are moving in the direction opposite to the direction of the electric field lines. So by putting the value of this force, what is the force here? Force is minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q naught upon R square into dx. Okay, I think you got this equation. This equation is very important. This negative sign is very important here, because in the previous slides we have used the negative integral. Okay, same case here. The negative sign indicates that you are moving in the opposite direction of the electric field, or you can say the angle between this dot product F. What is the work done formula? W is equal to F into ds, or work done is equal to F into S, or Fs cos theta. Fs cos theta, this is the general formula for the work done. So we can say that Fs cos theta. Now cos theta is here, you are moving, the charge is force is applying on the test charge in this direction, you are moving in these directions, therefore the angle is 180 degree, and cos 180 is minus 1. So that's why you get here the minus sign. Or in the word you can say that you are moving opposite to the direction of the electric field, that's why you got here the negative sign. And if you want to express in the formula, then you can write that formula, general formula, work done is equal to force into display F dot ds, F dot S, sorry, you can say F dot S, F dot S. So ultimately say F dot S here, let me take, and here, so Fs cos theta, Fs cos theta. So theta is 180 degree, because the charge Q0, force is applied here in this direction and you are moving in this direction, therefore this angle is 180, therefore you will get theta is equal to 180 here. So you can write minus Fs, that is the work done. But now in my previous case I am taking a small work done. So small work done dW is equal to minus F into dx. Okay, now the total work done, you can say here total work done, you have to integrate this one, so integral of this one, or you can say integral of like this. So total work done dW is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q0 upon R square, okay, integral of dx. Now this one you cannot take outside one, because it's a variable one, because the distance may vary, so you keep it in inside only. So final equation you will get here, the work done, total work done W is equal to integration of dW is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q into q naught integral upon 1 upon r square into dx. Or you can say, if you are considering this r, better you consider that dr is the small displacement. Now if you solve this equation, so you will get that the final, now if you are moving from point A to B, so here integral from A to B, and if you will solve this integral, then you will get the previous equation, that is work done to move from A to B is equal to minus q into q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Solve this integral. So if you take this to the numerator, that r raised to minus 2 into dr, then you get the integral. There you will get minus 1 upon r. You will get minus 1 upon r, and then upper limit and lower limit, you will get the previous formula which you have used in the previous slides. So I think you might have understood this concept of work done. And this, now you see, if you are using from A to B, and if you are moving from infinity to the point B, then instead of A, you just to keep here infinity, then infinity to B, and the potential at infinity is near about 0. So I can write this formula, that is work done to move from point A to B. Suppose if I am writing A to B is equal to, what is the formula you will get here? Work done to move this point is equal to, that is 1 upon minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, okay, into bracket, that is you will get 1 upon RA minus 1 upon RB, and if you adjust this one, then RB will come here, RA will come here. Just you can say changing the terms here because of the negative sign. And if you put this value of A is at infinity, then you will get the final formula, that is work done per unit charge, that is infinity to the point B upon q naught is equal to VB minus 0, because VA at infinity is 0. So this formula generally we are writing, that is V is equal to W upon q naught. Generally we are writing work done per unit charge. Work done per unit charge is called as a potential difference. This is the formula for the electric potential difference. So I think you might have understood these things related with this formula. Now let us see here. Now if you are moving from infinity to the point A, see here you are taken at the infinity, and if you want to move to this point A, now this source charge is having this electric field radially outward. So I have shown here if it is radially outward. Now if you want to take the test charge in this particular electric field of the source charge at point P, that means you have to find the electric potential at point P in the electric field of this source charge, then you have to move this source charge from infinity to the point B, okay, so which is at a distance x. And if you want to find the electric field at point B, which is at a distance r from this source charge, so what you have to do here? Initially, whatever the path you have taken from infinity to that particular point B, so you take a small work done. Here I have taken the small work done. dW is equal to F dot dx, you see here, and here formula for the force Q into E naught into dx. Now see here, work done Q naught into dx into cos of 180. The same thing I have explained to you, because angle is 180 degree, because the repulsive force is there and you are moving in the direction opposite to the direction of the electric field, therefore the angle is 180 degree. So you will get minus Q naught into E into dx. So just you put the value here and solve the integral, and now you are putting the value putting the integral from infinity to the point B. You see here the infinity to that particular point B, and solve this integral, you will get the final equation as like this: W is equal to V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into R, or 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. See here, you got in this equation, that is V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. And in case of electric field, you have got same thing, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. So here in electric field, R square was there. In this potential you got here R. That means V is inversely proportional to R and E is inversely proportional to R square. That is the main difference between these two concepts or two formulae or two things. That is, in case of electric field, you have if you are taking a test, if you are locating any point in electric field of the source charge, then the electric field you can say decreases, or you can say electric field is inversely proportional to R square. As you move away from the source charge, it will decrease, or if you are coming to the source charge, then the electric field increases. That is inversely proportional to R square. But in case of the electric field, that electric field is inversely proportional to R. So V is inversely proportional to R. So I can say that the electric field is inversely proportional to the distance where you are locating the point. If you are moving away from the charge, then the electric potential goes on decreasing, and if you are coming towards the charge, then electric potential goes on increasing with the formula that inversely proportional to R. So these are the two important formulae for, you can see, the for this electric potential due to a single point charge. So student, I think we will stop up to this point only, and we will discuss in the next session, that is the electric potential due to a number of charges. Okay, and so finally I would like to remind you that please take it into mind the formula for the electric field, which is inversely proportional to R square, and the formula for the potential, electric potential, that is inversely proportional to R. If you want to calculate or if you want to plot the graph here, so you can plot the graph like this. This graph of E versus R, you have got like this one. If you V versus R, so you can say that E versus R square and V versus R, so ultimately one will get you like this one. So these are the two graphs of the electric field and electric potential. So we'll stop here, and next point we'll discuss the electric potential due to a number of charges. Okay. Once again, please go through all these slides and this topic. Note down the important formulas in your copy, and I hope in this today's topic the main concept about the electric field and electric potential we have discussed.